Hey guys, I did a video a little bit ago talking about artists that I really like that I think need a little bit more recognition, or just ones that I wanted to look out for in 2024. In this video, I think I wanted to do just a little bit differently. In this one, I kind of wanted to just give like a little bit of a intro on what the artist kind of looks like, and then talk about some of their cards, because these ones have a lot more cards than the last ones. Um, Instead of having like 1 to 2 cards, they'll have like a lot more than that. So. Yeah, but this time I just wanted to start off with this artist, Taiga Kayama. So Taiga is an artist who is pretty well known for like their very cutesy cards. Their Pokemon look very simplistic, which is not a bad thing at all. Their environments are they're very chill. It's like I feel like if you look at any of their cards, you can just tell that they're just like it's like a good vibe. For example, here's the first card that they've did, which is all the way back in Obsidian Flames, which is pretty recent. But they've already got 7 cards under their belt, and this is a Squirrel Vet. You can tell there's just a lot of personality put into the Pokemon. It's like looking like it's embarrassed. It's got a bunch of berries around it. It just has a lot of personality, just for a random common card. Next, we have the Chansey from 151, and they even got a card from 151, which is a pretty good sign as to like their artistic ability. This one is really nice. I like that this is simplistic colors. It looks like something straight out of like some kind of video game. I don't know. I just can't explain it, but it just looks so simple and so nice with like the nice soft outlines, the nice sun rays poking through. Chansey holding the clover. It's really a pretty card. And then I'll highlight the art rares that they did. So the Vanillish art rare from Paradox Rift, this one is really nice. It's just really cute. The person is making ice cream, and the Vanillish is looking over at the person making ice cream while the other people are eating it. There's all different kinds of ice creams everywhere, different like Pokeballs and like different types of stuff. It's just a very visually pleasing card with a lot to look at, but very simplistic. And then for this artist, the last card I'm going to talk about from them is going to be the Clive all art from Paldean Fates. This card is really awesome. It has all the different Team Star members in it. They're all just walking around. It features many different Pokemon. It features little Tadpole, little Psyduck, Sylveon, which is really cool, Hoppip, Charcadet, and then little Applins, Lechonk, and Fletchlings. So overall, I mean, this card has it all, and it's a really, really cute little card. And it features a trainer who I don't think a lot of people care about, which is Clive. I mean, people probably care about Clive, but not really like seriously. Like they're not like crazy over him or whatever. It's just a cute card. I think it's just a really nice looking, really cute alt art. And this artist definitely deserved an alt art because I think people really like the Vanillish from Paradox Rift. So this card is just a really nice continuation of their style. Our next artist is going to be Nanahara. And honestly, you could pick up any of their cards and you would know that this is Sei Nanahara. Like, this is their debut card in Crown Zenith. I mean, look at this. This is like one of the most gorgeous artworks of any Pokemon ever. Like, just the amount of detail in the Zoroark in the background, like the black, the gold, it's so like radiant. It's so golden. It's so glistening. It's perfect. Whenever you pull it or whenever you hold it, it's like it's so golden. It looks so special. Like the Pokemon is so flowy. The hair is flowy. The face is small compared to the hair, which is flowing all around it. It's wispy. It's like curse-like, and I don't know. I don't know what else I can say about this card. It has the moon in the background. That's really cool. This card is just a really fantastic debut card by Say. And they also got an art rare in Paldea Evolved. This one is almost, I mean, it's not quite as nice as the other one, but it's still really cute. It has a lot going on in it, like dress moving around and this Gotharita is like jumping around or whatever. But their next card is one that I'm really fond of, which is the Ninetales from Obsidian Flames. They got another art rare. I mean, this artist, they can just do it all, can't they? This one showcases a really beautiful rendition of a Generation 1 Pokemon, Ninetales, and this is the kind of artwork that you'd never really see about for Ninetales before. This is the thing that the art rares do that no other cards are able to do, is just give these Pokemon this amazing spotlight, making them look so interesting, so captivating, and so like fascinating. Like Ninetales just looks so majestic here with those trees around it. It glows, it radiates a yellow color. Like, I really can't say enough about this artist. They're just fantastic. And they just keep impressing. They did some cards in 151. They did this really cool Thievul card that has the moon in the background with leaves flowing everywhere. Makes Thievul look pretty menacing. And then we have the Shift Tree art rare from Temporal Forces. Like, all I can say is that they just impress. Their colors, their use of colors is so fantastic. Like the shading on Shiftry's hair is so detailed. It's like watercolor pastel. It's beautiful. Like the shading on the Pokemon too. Like look, there's like orange on the arms. There's lighter colors on the middle, and then there's like this deep shading on the leaves mixed with all these little sea dots that are falling around. It makes this Pokemon just look awesome. It makes Shiftry look super cool, and it has that same kind of style with like golden leaves that the Zoroark had. I actually just noticed that now. And then their most recent card was this Hisuian Arcanine, which looks really awesome. I mean, not often you see a Hisuian Arcanine card, but this one does a fantastic job. Look at the black effects all around the Pokemon. It makes it look really cool. It's like pounding onto the ground and it's spewing black energy everywhere, which is it just looks fantastic. Mixed with volcanoes in the background and cloudy skies, it's just so nice. Our next artist is Kurata So. Kurata So is an artist who's actually very recent, starting in Crown Zenith, and they've already received 15 cards. So they're clearly doing something right here. Firstly, we have the Dunsparce from Crown Zenith. And I mean, if you're going to be a Galarian Gallery card in Crown Zenith, you got to be good, right? This one is absolutely no exception. It showcases a cute little Dunsparce just all curled up here, shows another Dunsparce here, Dunsparce here, Dunsparce here. They're all over the place, but the background is just as detailed. There's a picture of a kid with a Dunsparce that he probably drew of it. There's a poster on the roof that looks like it has Duskull in it. There's clothing. There's a desk with papers strewn about. There's a little Amistar figure. There's a calendar, and there's a map of Galar. There's an Aerodactyl figure, a bunch of little Pokeballs. It's just there's a lot of cute little details in the card. It makes it just interesting to look at, and you can find the Dunsparces. Um, and they also did this Heracross from Paldea Evolved, which is one of the better ones in the set, in my opinion. I just like how simplistic it is. It's like Heracross is just looking up at the skies, and the skies look beautiful. There's a reason for it to be looking up at the skies because of how nice the skies look. With like those, it's just like looks like a painting almost. It's just gorgeous. Looks like the sun is like blasting onto the Heracross as its shadow casts behind it, which is a really cool idea for a card for this Pokemon Heracross. Um, yeah, and then we have some other common cards like this Makuhita from Paldea Evolved, which is really, really beautiful as well. Has a lot of those same features with the deep shading and looks like a painting. It really does look like a painting. I guess I didn't really explain how Sei Nanohara's style is. I would say Sei Nanohara's style was kind of like elegant and like flowy. Um, and Karuta So's style is really like painting-esque, almost. Like you can pick up any of their cards, look at it for a little bit, and you'll be like, wow, this almost looks like a painting because of how beautiful it is. And they can just make any Pokemon look really interesting. Their use of colors are fantastic. I would say their best thing is probably their colors, but also the background details are always fantastic. If they ever do a background, they always go all out. Look at the Ferrothorn from Paradox Rift. This card is a Pokemon like Ferrothorn, but the background really just exemplary. Like is exemplary. It's like it showcases the forest, the jungle kind of vibes of the house. It's going down a staircase that's like modern architecture, but there's a bunch of potted plants everywhere. There's like different kinds of plants. Every single one is different. There's not a plant that's the same. Mixed with a green leaf wall and like some futuristic architecture. It's super cool. Ferrothorn is not usually there, so yeah, I mean, and they were able to do a new card in Crimson Haze, which is a Crawdaunt card, which looks really nice. It like holds its claw above as water stops it from like flowing. Really cool idea there. And then most recently in our English sets, they did a pre-release promo for Feraligatr, which looks really cool. I mean, I had no high hopes for this card because I saw the pre-release promos were coming out, and I saw Feraligatr was getting one, and I was gonna be like, I mean, it's probably going to be cool, but it's not going to be super cool. This artist captured Feraligatr perfectly. Look, it's upset. It's blowing bubbles everywhere. It's like menacing it, and it's swimming along the water. And just like a lot of those other Karuta So cards, they have that really nice, like detailed background. And then next, I have Kiyotaka Oshima. So this artist is actually not very recent. They started in Battle Styles, which is a good amount ago. But every time I look at their cards, man, like it's just they're so gorgeous. Look at this is the first card that they worked on. This is just the first one. There's so many Pokemon in it. If I were to give Kiyotaka Oshima a style, I would say it's definitely like sketchy. You can tell that a lot of their cards are sketchy, but they're filled with a lot of character, a lot of character. And I know that a lot of artists, I can say that they're filled with character, but these ones are just, they're filled with so much character. They always try to make the Pokemon do something interesting. Look at this Urshifu VMAX, man. Like, how could you not say that this is a cool card? It doesn't even matter that it's Urshifu. Urshifu Smurshifu. Like, if you don't like Urshifu, that's fine. But you can understand that, like, this card is just awesome. There's just a bunch of Pokemon flying around. You got Clobbopus, you got Arrokuda, you got a little, Pincurchin? Yeah. And bunch of Cramorants flying around. You got a Corviknight, some Corvisquires. Um, yeah, it's just a really cute card. And it definitely deserves to be in battle styles. Definitely deserves to be in all art. Kecleon, look at this. A bunch of different colored Kecleons as they're just like flying around some trees. Look, there's even some blending into the background, and it's kind of hard to see them with some lily pads in the background. It's really detailed, really characteristic. Just so like cute. Look at this little Fusion Strike Sandy Gas. He's just walking along the sand, smiling. Then we also have like a card like the Araquanid. The Araquanid connects to the Mudkip. You can actually see that. Look, you can see it in the. Hold on. Look, you can see that the two cards connect. The Araquanid connects with the Mudkip, which is really cool, and the Sandygast is the same one, so it's they all technically connect, but these two are directly connected. So this is a fantastic Araquanid card too. I mean, I am a huge fan of this Pokemon, and they did it justice. They made it look big, they made it look imposing, and they made the scenery around it look just beautiful. And they were also able to do some like bigger cards too. So they did this cool Rapid Strike Mustard Float Trainer, which it just exudes so much character, just like a lot of their other cards. The water effects flying everywhere, super cool. And then they did this Corviknight V trainer gallery card. This one is super dynamic. I love how Corviknight is looking over to the left and the trainer is poking out of the taxi with his newspaper out. And then you see like the route sign. It's like there's like 5 different angles that you can look at and just like still be amazed. And then we also have like the Blaziken VMAX from Silver Tempest Trainer Gallery. So much character, so much like it's just so cute. It's like Blaziken is giant and he's like ready for battle, and then the trainer is barely holding on for dear life. It's just like when they do cards, they do them so right. Smeargle Trainer Gallery from Silver Tempest. This card is like one of the coolest Trainer Gallery cards ever. It's like, who cares about the painter? Nobody cares about the painter trainer, but like this card is just so awesome. It's like abstract art mixed with a statue of Smeargle mixed with different colors everywhere, and it's just so vibrant. It's so awesome. It's like you can't not love this card. It's just like and it's a cool Smeargle card. Nobody really likes Smeargle, and I think that that does him justice, you know? Seriously does him justice. And then you got this Charizard promo. Dude, he just keeps impressing. Kiyotaka Oshiyama is just impressive and impressive and impressive. Like, it features Charizard, it features Mewtwo. You got Tangrowth falling around in the back, and you've got a little cute Diglett in the bottom left. And it's just like, dude, it's just like these cards are just so gorgeous. Look at the environments, like all of this, like the rocks, the rubble, the lines indicating the speed, the water, the Mewtwo, and the giant Aura Ball. It's just like there's just so much detail packed into these cards by this artist. Even this pre-release promo artillery is so cool. Look at the pose he's in. He's like balancing on a rock. It's just like so cool. And yeah, I mean, I'm kind of getting carried away. I mean, but like I just can't stop talking about this artist. He's just fantastic. Giacomo All Art from Paldea Evolved. That's such a dope card. Like giant Giacomo on the projector in the back, mixed with his equipment. He's reading a little schedule. He's eating a hot dog. He's got like food on the back, and it's just like it just gives him so much character. You know, not a necessarily expensive card, mind you. I just think it's a really cool one. Um, and then most recently they got this Ditto from 151, which is a super adorable Ditto card. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing more cards from Kiyotaka Oshiyama. And then our next artist is Ghost-san. So Ghost-san is not a brand new artist. They started in Brilliant Stars, but they've gotten 48 cards since then. And I just kind of want to highlight a couple of the cool ones. So like this Mightyena, really nice. If I had to give Ghost-san something about them that I would characterize them from, it would be like very accurate, very interesting Pokemon. Like maybe not always like super characteristic, but they always try to make the Pokemon look cool. Like cool in their own way, I would say. And not like necessarily just like always trying to like like epic or anything like that. Just making him look interesting. Like for the Crobat, this it does look epic. It does look cool, but it also just gives him a little bit of flair. Like it just makes you like be like, hey, that's a cool Crobat card. When you see their cards, you go, hey, that's kind of a cool whatever Pokemon that is. Hey, this is a cool Berserker card, and it's an all art, and it deserves to be an all art because look at it, it's shiny. Look, you got shine on all the coins as the Berserker looks mischievous and smiles. You got the Mewtwo V-Star. Hey, look, these two artists completely connect that I was just talking about. You got Diglett, you got Tangrowth, and these artists have completely different styles. You can tell this shading is totally different. This one, it kind of focuses on more like a grounded style with their shading, but that's not saying Oshiyama has a bad style or anything, but this one is just like, I don't know, it's just a little bit more detailed. It's like a lot more effect heavy, I would say, for sure. Um, this Inteleon is a cool promo card. He's in a really awesome pose with his tail swiping behind him, and like the environment around him looks super nice as well. And then we've got like the Rookie D art rare from Paldea Evolved. Super cute. They're eating food out of like a little thingy as they just hang around. Pretty nice. And then final card I wanted to touch up on is probably like their baby shiny Caesar. Okay, so I actually have something that I wanted to talk about for a second. So I know this is kind of derailing, but like the hold on. The Caesar shiny from Hidden Fates. I don't know if you'll be able to find it. Um, oh no, I mean the Scyther. This is never mind. It's for a completely different card. But yeah, the Caesar by Gosan is super cool. It's a dope card of Caesar. I love Caesar, and when I saw that card revealed, I was like, dude, see, he did it again. Like that is just an awesome card of Caesar. And he even got a Zapdos in the new set. Like Zapdos just randomly gets a card thrown in there, and hey, I'm all for it. If it's drawn by Gosan, I really can't complain. And he did the or they did. I don't know if it's a girl or a guy. They did the regular print of the Feraligatr, and this is just a regular holo, but it looks super nice. Like the environment is so nice. It's shooting out like green swamp water everywhere, a little murky sludge, and then lily pads, the sky in the back. Super nice. And then our final artist that I want to talk about is Toshino Aoki. So this artist only has 58 cards, so only a little bit more than our last one, Gosan. But they've been working on the TCG since Neo Revelation, which is like a long time ago. They've had like a little bit of a break. My idea for Toshino Aoki is like you have their collection and you get to see like the history of the Pokemon TCG through their collection. And they got kind of stopped recently. Like yeah, like so after the Diamond and Pearl era, they had like a long gap and then they reprinted cards and evolutions. Um but still, like these cards by them are pretty nice. Some of them obviously are not most people's favorites, but that's what you get for working with a simplistic style. Toshino Oki, if I had to describe their style, would be very simplistic but very intentional. I feel like most of the time they have a very intentional purpose for why they make the cards the way they do. So cards that I want to talk about here are some of the older ones that they did for sure. For example, this Ampharos card from Neo Revelation is a super nice hollow card of Ampharos. Um, and you have like the special delivery Dragonite. I don't know if that's exactly what it's called, but it's just like the one carrying the satchel. You've got like this really cool Aerodactyl holo, or yeah, just like regular card from Skyridge. I think it also has a holo as well. You've got the super nice Ninetales card from Hidden Legends. You've got the secret rare legendary birds from Supreme Victors, which is super cool. These are really, really nice cards of the legendary birds. Yeah, and then recently, their first card in the Sword and Shield era was the Unknown Alt Art, and this is a really beautiful card. I mean, the ruins in the back, Unknown, it represents the Pokemon so well. It makes you like Unknown. Like, I feel like this card makes me really like and appreciate Unknown, and I have this card in my personal collection for a good reason. I think it's a nice looking card. Also, the Slowpoke from Scarlet and Violet base set. This is a cute card of Slowpoke. It's like so unorthodox. It's one of the more expensive ones from Scarlet and Violet base set too, which is interesting because people don't really particularly care for a lot of the Stardust cards, but I actually do quite like them a lot. There's a lot of detail put into this card, even though it is simplistic. Like you can see the different bricks everywhere. It's like, and the patch in the ground, you got a bicycle there, and then you have the Slowpoke peeking out from a little garage. And then you got Raichu from Paldea Evolved. This one is one of the more expensive art rares in Paldea Evolved, and for good reason. It's the little Raichu sleeping on a bed. It's just a cute card with like the electricity, simplistic but very intentional. This is another one of their alt arts. This one is a little bit divisive. Half the people don't like this one, and I don't know, man. I can kind of see it. Yeah, I mean, I can see it. It's not a bad card by any means. I'm not here to bash Aoki's work, but I just like it when they have more detailed backgrounds personally. Um, and we did get that. Look, Sandy Shocks and Paradox Rift. This one is a lot nicer in my opinion. You get to see like the sand, you get to see like nice like little rocks in the background, and this Pokemon is like featured nicely. You also got the Iron Hands in Paradox Rift, same artist. This card is the most expensive alt art in the set, other than the Roaring Moon, I'm pretty sure. And it's a really cool card. I mean, people will complain about the artwork, sure, but like, look, it's like he's destroying through a bunch of walls as he like goes through, and he's like halfway through the walls, you know? It's like a cool idea for a card, at least like conceptually. And then they got another alt art recently in Crimson Haze, the Lannis Assistance. Sorry about that sound, that was my phone dropping on the ground. This card is really cute too. It features Corphish and Surskit, two Pokemon that I kind of like. Um, and yeah, it's just a cool trainer card. Cool all art. Like I feel like this one is just a nice, cute little card. They made Lana very simplified, but that's just perfect for their style. It works really well. And then finally, I wanted to talk about this little Chansey from the newest set Mask of Change. This card is just cute. Enough said. Yeah, this Chansey card is really cute though. The artwork on it is really nice. It's very detailed. They're inside of a Pokemon Center. You got Snorlax, Blissey, Bellsprout, Psyduck, and Ditto in there. And yeah, I just think that their cards are really fantastic and very underrated, actually. Very cheap cards for what they are. They're just very nice. And yeah, enough said. That's Aoki. Yeah, that was a continuation of my video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll catch you in the next time. See ya.